I actually think what would be interesting here, because Kyle took, as the CEO and founder of Salesloft, one of the things they did to get attention was they took incredible chances.
Yep. Yes.
And those are great stories. I wonder, Kyle, if we could dig in on that. Like, tell us some of those crazy things you guys did at Salesloft as you guys were building it up.
I read that book, Behind the Cloud, the Benioff book, and loved the stories of the stuff he was doing. It was like, hey, we're going to the SAP conference and we're renting all the taxi cabs, and we're going to take every customer from the hotel to the conference and put a rep in the shotgun seat, and they're going to have conversations. That was genius, right?
Yeah.
Or when Benioff kind of protested the SAP conference with the signs of like free software, right? Like free software for the jail of the into the cloud and from the client server model. And so we wanted to poke back at Benioff a little bit, and so we had a few fun campaigns there. You guys know about the first one. I think you might know about the second, and I actually found the Craigslist posting. There's a Craigslist posting where it says "Wanted fake Marc Benioff lookalike," right? And turns out some dude I played poker with that one of our reps knew was like, "You should call Cam," and so we call Cam. And the guy looks enough like Benioff to pass. So we offer him a free flight to San Francisco. He can stay in the house that we rented. We've got an extra room there. And we dress him up like Benioff. We give him a Pardot hat. We get him the exact same outfit that Mark's wearing. We even take like black Converse, and one of the marketing ladies paints a blue cloud on the Converse.
I remember those.
We took the one of those head pieces that they give you on the airplane and like wound it around a pin so it kind of looked like one of those like springy things. Anthony Zhang, our sales guy, who was also a model, a male model, he's wearing a full black suit, the headpiece in, glasses on, and he's walking around with Benioff. Tammy McQueen, who was our marketing director at the time, South African, she's wearing her Louboutin shoes and a black dress, carrying a clipboard, following Benioff around everywhere he goes. But the best part was when their security came to our booth and said, "Hey, we know what you're doing. We saw the Craigslist ad. Mark would like to meet you." So they're like, "All right, let's go." So Mark comes down. He shakes the fake Marc Benioff's hand. We do a photo shoot. He thanks him for taking those press interactions that Mark couldn't get to in time. I mean, this guy got on stage and accepted like a nonprofit. Like he was like depositing cans in a nonprofit on stage. He was signing autographs at the booths, like 3 booths behind us. And I didn't think he looked that much like him, but it worked enough. I think it was the whole entourage. That was the first time. So then the next year rolls around and we're like, man, how are we going to upstage that? And by the way, the best part about that whole thing was when we're at your party, Craig, and you stop to welcome everyone to the party. And then you say, before we get going, I've got to commend Kyle and the Salesloft team on what they did. And like, that was actually the ROI, because then I had 40, 50 people to talk to all night long about it. All became, friends and prospects. So that was like where it actually, like, that would have been hard to calculate. Oh, we're going to be the most favored nation status at Craig's party if we do this. And that will lead to X number of leads and relationships. You can't calculate that, right? We also wrote a blog post of like how we impersonated Benioff. That was awesome. So we got to step this thing up, and we're like, what are we going to do next year? So the first idea we have